So we'll be starting this meeting here on. First of all, my heartiest welcome to everyone who has joined this meeting on the behalf of complete team of Tech Icons. I would like to confirm if I am audible to all of you. Anyone can confirm, please. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. So to begin this meeting, I would like to give you a brief introduction about Tech Icons first. So basically, we are a 4 years old edtech company wherein we have experience training n number of candidates and placing them into the industry. So just to give you an insight, almost 5,400 candidates have been trained in this 4 years of time, and they have been placed successfully into the industry as of now. It is exclusively for 2025 batch. So this program is named as NextGen PathFinders. So first of all, I'll take you through what is what is our view behind NextGen PathFinders. So basically, we feel that not all the candidates are very much privileged to get the right education and right track. So to help all those candidates and to avoid this barrier of finance from the life of all the candidates, we have come up with this free course. This complete course will be free of cost, will not be charging any single rupee. Apart from that, we will be also providing placements to all these candidates, and at the end of this course, we'll also be providing the course completion certificates to all the candidates. And this certificate that we'll be providing will be an ISO certified certificate, which will add value to your resume as well. So, quickly to begin with, NextGen Pathfinders program. As I said, this program is exclusively for 2025 batch students, and this program aims to provide you all the necessary training that has to be done before a student sits for an interview. So, after attending this 30 days of free training program, you will get to feel the change, not only in your resume, but also in your performance and also in your confidence. The way you are sitting now for an interview will be completely changed when you complete this training course. So although this is a free training course, I know most of you will think that this is a free training course, so I attend or I did not attend, it hardly matters. But no, the course is curated in such a way, and the course is curated by such professionals who is currently working into the industry. And these people who have curated this course are working into the significant part of the industry. I repeat, the significant part of the industry. So just to give you an idea about our training team, those who have curated this complete course, this training team is led by Mr. Shubham Lal, and he is currently working in Microsoft. And Mr. Shubham has curated, with the help of his complete team, he has curated the complete course that will be taught to all of you guys in next 30 days. So Mr. Shubham will give you the complete idea about the training part. Before that, I would like to take you through the placements. As I said, this course will not only give you the theoretical and the practical knowledge, but this course will also give you free access to the placements. So you can attend the placements in case if you get selected for any company, you do not need to pay any single rupee. And on top of that, you'll also be provided with a course completion certificate. So when I talk about the placement, the complete team of corporate alliances and career development is led by me, myself, Devanshu. I'll be leading the complete CACD team. So this team has experience of placing, as I said, the number before, 5,400 students currently into the market. Some of our big time recruiters are Hastin Deloitte. I would like to mention the name of CGI, Amdocs, Philips, Sonata Fiber, Society General. So all these are our big time recruiters. This time also, and I would Also like to mention the name of EPAM. EPAM is also a big time recruiter that we are having as of now. So as of now, we are already in discussion with Hasdin Deloitte as well as EPAM as well as Society General for their complete 2025 hiring, fresher hirings that is happening off campus. I'm not talking about on campus, but that will happen off campus. Tech Icons will be their first choice, wherein they'll be interviewing the candidates directly. Those who will be completing this course will be getting a free access to all these drive. And just to tell you, this are just the example because it happens. Like it's not fixed that this company will come only in this particular month and that company is come only in that particular month. I've just given you an example. So telling you about our client base, we are having a client base of 700 plus companies. These companies keep on visiting Tech Icons regularly to fulfill their fresher needs. So, as I said, with the help of this 700 plus companies, we will be helping you guys to get placed into the market and to start your dream job as soon as possible. So, how you will achieve it? As I said, we already have a client base of 700 plus companies. So, not only these companies, we are not saying that we will only give you the company, you sit in the interview and this is completely your call how you make up to the interview. No, we will be covering the complete thing, right from your preparation to your soft skills to your resume building and up to whenever you get the joining letter. The complete cycle is covered by Tech Icons. So this was all about placements. We will not be keeping any specific number that a candidate can attend only 2 drives or 3 drives. No, a candidate can attend as many drive that is happening in that particular month. It completely depends on your eligibility criteria because all the company comes up with different eligibility criteria. If you are eligible in that drive, you will be most welcome to attend that drive, and that also free of cost. So this was the idea about placements. Apart from this, about training part. So training, I would like to invite Mr. Shubham, who has curated the complete course of training. He will be giving you a better idea about how we have curated the training and how this training is gonna help you in securing your job as soon as possible. Over to you, Shubham.
Thank you, Devanshu, and hello and welcome everyone. Very first thing, I'm really excited to see such a huge number of people joining in today's call. That shows your zeal and excitement towards learning and growing. I'll quickly start with introduction about myself, and then we'll move on to what is something we have in place at Tech Icons that can help you to enhance your skill set and build your career, and especially start your career in the tech industry. My name is Shubham. I work for Microsoft as a software developer. It's been almost 6 years I've been working for this company, and I've touched upon multiple business verticals at Microsoft. I started back in the year 2018, where I was working for Windows 10. I'm pretty sure most of you might have used Windows 10. So Cortana, if you have ever heard of in Windows 10, that is something me and my team built, and we released to all over the world 6 years back. And since then, I have been moving on to Bing, which is the search engine, Office 365, and currently it's all about AI and ML, right? All the co-pilots, GitHub Copilot that you see is something me and my team is building at Microsoft. All right. Now, the reason I am associated with Tech Icons is because I have a deep passion and interest towards teaching and mentoring students to help them grow in the industry and start their career. And this is something I feel is my way of giving back to the society. Whatever learnings I had along my way is something I can impart to you all in order to make your journey slightly fruitful and slightly better. Okay, now talking about the course we have at Tech Icons, it's going to be all about how you can get started with the industry, right? How you can understand logic building abilities and problem solving skills, how you can get started with writing programs that can help you to crack the interviews, but as well as also eventually build products that are most optimal, right? So the tech stack that will be involved will be a mix of data structures and algorithms. That is something we'll be using in a particular language for you all to build your skill set. And also we'll be having some development aspect as well, which you can use to create your own products and stuff. All right. Now, the very first thing is something I want to mention is, although it's a free course, all I want you to do is, in order to take the maximum benefit out of this course, the very first thing that you should assume that You should not treat it like something which is you're just doing it as part of your hobby, right? There's something a starter course. And what I mean by starter course is something that the course has been curated in a way that can help you to understand how exactly it takes and what exactly it takes to crack any interview and eventually move into the corporate world. Okay. I assume most of you are either college graduates and college undergraduates, or maybe recent graduates of college, right? Keeping that in mind, we have curated the content so that even though you have no prerequisites, even though you do not have a strong fundamental skill set about logic building, problem solving skill, or any programming language or any development based language, we have curated the content in a way that can help you to kickstart your journey. Okay, so very first thing, the three things I would just tell you to make sure that the next 1 month is going to be most fruitful for you. And if you follow these three things, I can bet on it, because I have been taking interviews in Microsoft since last 4 years. So I can see what exactly works and what exactly does not. The very first thing you need to make sure is whatever tech stack is being taught to you, that's something very essential for you to build your skill set on top of it. For example, session is about uh, uh, for example, it's about programming in arrays, right? You need to make sure whatever has been taught to you is something you are building your skill set on top of it. And what I mean by that is practicing questions related to that particular topic, giving you 100%, making sure whatever trainer has taught. Apart from that, find some resources online, whatever resources we provide you, solve questions and make sure that you are at par with what was expected in the session and what was taught in the session. That's the first thing. Second thing is, doing bare minimum will not be enough. Okay. For example, over here we have 64 people in this call almost, right? And as a trainer, suppose I'm the trainer, I'll be teaching all 64 students the same type of examples I'll be giving you, because the session will be the same one. We have a platform called Coding Judge. The platform of Coding Judge is going to be a platform where you will be able to see questions after each session, whatever instructor has taught to you in that session. Same questions, similar questions will be there on Coding Judge for you to solve and practice and test your understanding, how well you were able to understand that session. Okay. So bare minimum is attending the session and learning from the trainer, which is not enough. You have to use the platform of Coding Judge, where we provide questions, content, and all of the questions and content have been curated in a way which has been kept in a mind of what you can see in the interviews. So that's the second point I would request everyone to follow. Third point is what I feel that most of the students who I interview at times fail about is the communication abilities, the soft skills, the ability to communicate well, right? Lot of time I have seen that people have the answer in their mind. People have the understanding of how to solve a question, but in the interview, they're not able to speak up. In the interview, they're not able to curate their thoughts well. They're not able to frame sentences well, right? And trust me, if there is an answer in your mind and you are not able to communicate in the front of interviewer, that basically means you do not know the answer. Even though it was there in your mind, but you could not communicate to the trainer or the interviewer, that basically means that you never had the answer in the mind. So it's very important to make sure that you are working on your soft skills as well. You're working on building your skill set, which is much more convenient and much more advanced in a way that you can curate your thoughts well, you can present your ideas well, you can explain things well. So that's the third point we'll also be touching upon in the first month, where we'll be telling you how exactly to build confidence, how exactly to be comfortable in the mock environment setup, how to frame your sentences well, and soft skills, right? Just to reiterate the 3 points I mentioned, which I want you all to follow. The very first thing, make sure whatever is being taught is something that we have curated by going through different companies' portfolios and understanding what is required. So every single thing, whatever will be taught to you, will be more than essential for you to understand in a best possible way, not to skip anything, and making sure every single thing is something you are trying to understand. That's the first thing. Second thing is, just attending the sessions, doing the bare minimum might not be enough. You have to go to the platform of Coding Judge, where we present you questions. If you feel you want more questions, there are a number of websites, free resources. Now we have ChatGPT as well. ChatGPT is the most beautiful thing in today's generation, because what I feel is you guys are the first generation who have a power of using generative AI on academics. Before you guys, there was no generation who had this understanding or who had this feature of using generative AI for academics. You can go to ChatGPT and tell, give me 10 questions of easy level from XYZ topic, along with hints and answer. And within no time, within few seconds, you'll get those 10 questions with hints and answers, right? Never ever before this was the case with the students. So I would request everyone to use it in the best possible way. And that is something we'll also teach you how to make better use of it as well, using generative AI, how to use AI to enhance your skill set, how to use AI to find bugs in your code, how to use AI to develop products, because all those things has also been used in the companies nowadays. Even at Microsoft, we as a developer also use AI to generate code rather than writing every code by ourselves. Okay. So coming to the point, second point was more about not doing the bare minimum. Go after the session, try to find questions, try to solve questions, make sure that you are well versed with all the questions and all the topics that has been taught to you, and you go an extra mile to do things like that. A very quick detail I'll tell you. I also have a company, Coding Judge is something I own, and we were trying to hire React developer. React is a front-end framework that you can develop UI on React, and there was one opening. On one opening, within 3 days, we got 800 resumes. 3 days, 800 resumes, one opening, right? And the worst part is all the resumes were almost equal to each other. There was no resume which was straight away we can reject, or there was no resume we can straight away select. All the resumes were almost equal to each other. Why is that happening? Because everybody has access to the resources which are already available. Everybody is studying things which are already out there on the YouTube. Everybody is studying the projects which is already there on GitHub, right? So resumes and the power of project building has been almost same to everyone. Now, in order to be top 10 or top 20 out of those 800 candidates or X number of candidates, you have to do something extra from your side. You have to do extra from something that connecting with your mentor, connecting with your trainer, trying to understand that apart from things that has already been taught to us, apart from things that we already solved as part of questions that was given to us, what is something extra you can do? What is something extra project you can create? What is something you can do to make sure that you are standing different from the crowd, right? So that is something called as going an extra mile. And that's the second point I request everyone to go for, and we are here to give you full support. Okay, because right now we are in the call just 70 people or 74 people, right? But out there, there might be 7,400 people looking for the same job which you are looking for. How will you stand up different in the crowd? How will you make sure that when you are applying along with 100 different candidates, your resume is getting shortlisted? Okay, how to make sure of that? So that is something we'll also include in the part of the course as well. That's the second point. And the third point, which I mentioned about, is the soft skill part, which will eventually build up. Okay, I request everyone that whenever the session is going, all sessions will be live sessions. There won't be any recorded sessions. Every sessions will be a session where you can directly interact with the trainer. You can directly ask questions from the trainer, right? Unmuting yourself, asking your doubt itself boosts the confidence, right? Having an interaction in front of 100 people, like in this call, boosts your confidence, right? Be comfortable in that setup. And that can only happen if every single day in those 30 months, 30 days, you are unmuting yourself, asking your doubt, clarifying your issues, responding well, interacting with the trainer, so that you become comfortable in terms of public speaking, right? And nowadays interviews doesn't happen in the offline mode. Every interview, most of the interview are going to be online, right? So since the training is also going to be online, you can use it as a platform where you are, making yourself comfortable with speaking in front of people, speaking in front of the trainer or in front of the industry professional and stuff. Okay, that's the third thing which I request everyone to focus on, which is the soft skills part. Okay, and yeah, so that is pretty much it. The tech stack is something built for you to make sure that you are going to be at par with the industry standards. The three major points which I've highlighted, please keep that in mind. I'll be there throughout your journey to make sure that any hiccups you face, any problem you have, or anything that you want to discuss, I'll be there as a mentor to help you with all those stuffs. And eventually placements will come, and then interviews will happen, and I'll be there to help you with do's and don'ts of the interviews. What is something you should do, what is something you should not do, how to build a resume which is ATS available. What is ATS? ATS is basically uh, you can understand and you can see what score is there for your resume, because a lot of time resumes are being shortlisted on basis of automated ways, right? So you have to be very much aware about what's the best practice of building resumes and LinkedIn profile. So all of those things will be covering as part of the session as well. Okay. Any more questions? Anything anybody has, you feel free to put that in the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer it. Anyone with any kind of question? Okay, awesome. So I think maybe it's too early for questions, but I'm pretty sure once the course starts, once you start engaging with things, you will have a lot of questions. So yep, cool. I'll give it back to Divyanshu. You can take it from here, Divyanshu. Or if you want me to cover something else as well, I'll be more than happy to do that. Shruti has a question in the chat. How many months this course will continue, sir? You can just answer that, Divyanshu. Yeah. Divyanshu, Abhilash. Okay, so there are some questions. Sir, which tech stack is best, Java full stack or Python full stack? Okay, so Bhanu, you need to understand that full stack is a domain which can be implemented into multiple languages. Python full stack, Java full stack, Moon full stack, Mean full stack, all of the different full stack are available. Okay, now if I say which is better, Java full stack or Python full stack, you cannot actually differentiate between different tech stacks. Java full stack, Python full stack, Mon, Mean, all of them are built for their own understanding. Okay, all of these tech stack are meant for some purpose. Like Python full stack, if you have a requirement of integrating data science kind of stuff, Python full stack might be a good choice. Java full stack, if you're trying to integrate or trying to support a legacy product which has been there in the market since 10-15 years, on top of which you are trying to develop something, Java full stack might be a right approach. If you're trying to develop a website or a mobile application development, Moon full stack might be a right approach. Okay, so it totally depends upon what is your requirement. You cannot compare which one is better or which one is not better like that. Okay. All right, so there are some more questions in the chat. I'll be taking it one by one. Placements and course run simultaneously. Absolutely, yes, Shruti. If you are well versed and ready for placement will start immediately as well. Are 30 days enough for us to build skills, sir? It's not enough, Janvi. And it depends upon what is your current scenario. If your current scenario is such where you are almost ready with things, you just need a slight brush up, 30 days is enough. But if you're starting with things, 30 days might not be enough. So over there, you might have to ask for extension and then things like that, which Abhilash and all can discuss. Okay. But within 30 days, it depends upon what is your current scenario. And depending upon that, we can talk about how many days is enough for you to build skill sets. Ajay has a question, sir. We are seeing even small training sessions will take fee. You are providing entire placement support with free. How it made possible, sir? I think that is a question to the business team. I am only a tech person. I only understand teaching and technical stuff. So that's question I will let answer. I will let other folks from Tech Icons to answer that. As a beginner, it's enough to learn skills to get placement. Absolutely, Mukesh. I mean, as a beginner, you need to learn skills to get placement, right? I mean, there is no question about it. Will 30 days be enough or not? That's a question, which it depends upon how much you are trying to dedicate your time. Will you train us from scratch? Absolutely, Shruti. The pace might be slightly faster, but it will be from scratch. Yes. Post your questions on the chat window, guys, not on the Q&A channel. Okay, but two questions are still there on the Q&A channel, so I'll just answer those as well. Please give more suggestions to get a job. To get a job, build your skill sets like anything. Build your skill sets like anything. Make sure that you are well versed with the topics and everything. That's all it is. Is there any recording videos provided? All the live sessions which will happen will anyway get recorded. So if you at times miss any live session, you will have the access to the recording as well. Okay, what is the training about? Training is about going to be about DSA, which is the crux of starting any course in today's era, data structures and algorithms, and will also include some of the full stack development part like HTML, CSS, JavaScript that can help you to kickstart your journey. That is going to be the training about. There are several topics to learn. It's enough in 1 month. Again, same question is coming, so I'll just answer it one more, but make sure you're not repeating the question. It depends upon what is your current state. If you're already well versed with the topics, 1 month is more than enough to just brush up its skill and get ready with the placement. But if you have never learned those skill sets ever before, 1 month might not be enough, but you can kickstart. You can understand that how to start, how you'll get a roadmap, right? And eventually you can build things on top of it. Or you can ask for extension. You can extend the course as well. Will you teach from basics? Yes, Manisha. I think the same question is coming. Can you teach us React or Merge Stack, sir? Yes, absolutely. But that is not the part of the first month because we are limited with certain topics. Definitely, once the course gets extended and stuff like that, which I think Divyanshu will talk about, we can include that. In which programming will you teach DSA? Java. But we also have language independent approach. So even if you don't have an understanding of proper Java, it's okay to go for C++ or something. We can support it. Is training includes coding practice? Absolutely yes, Shravya, because without coding practice you cannot actually learn DSA. Without coding practice you cannot actually learn DSA, so that's absolutely required. How many DSA questions should I solve on daily basis to get placed? Interesting question, Rakshit. The more the better is what I would say, but minimum 5 to 6. But it depends upon which question you're solving, not randomly picking up questions. If you have a roadmap that you're following, that is going to be essential, not randomly picking up questions. So have a roadmap, make sure 5 questions are the questions which are actually of good quality. And you have a roadmap like day 1 arrays, day 2 stacks, queues, like that. So you're covering the whole horizon. In that case, it makes sense. What will be the timing of the sessions and from when will they start? This is the answer will be answered by Divyanshu or Abhilash. So wait for their answer question. Okay. Don't use the Q&A chat, guys. Please use the chat window. Where can we find Code Judge? Google Chrome or any app? Any app. Go to, it's Coding Judge, not Code Judge. Any website, go to browser codingjudge.com, just type it out. You'll find the website, but access is not given yet. We will provide you the access very soon. And after that, you should be able to see the content and questions. Can you send the roadmap for the entire program, sir? Absolutely, Dhruva. Ajay, you will get it once the whole session ends and we talk about the details after this part. Okay, awesome. So if there are no questions, I would request Divyanshu to take it back and proceed with the rest of the discussion that you wanted to have.
Thanks, Shubham.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Myself, Abhilash. So, in campus relations, okay. And my team will be sharing email and WhatsApp your details through WhatsApp and email. Okay. If you have any doubts, please ask. I'll be posting my number in chat box. You can ask any doubts. Okay. You can call us 24/7. Okay. So live classes will be shared shortly. All the details will be sent through WhatsApp and email. Okay. Devanshu, anything else to discuss? Okay, thanks a lot, guys. And you can call to this number 7013960191, and my team will be sharing all the data through email and WhatsApp. Okay, thanks for the part of this session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.